my little kobolds, it's me, Chesh, the grand kobold, the cuddliest of kobolds, here today with a sewing vid. I thought I would sew on this baby quilt that I'm working on and talk to you guys a little bit. So far, so let's talk about what I'm doing. I'm doing a quilt as you go quilt. And that's where you do the front piece, the batting, and the back piece, and the, I forget what this is called, basting, that's not what it's called, but I can't remember. Anyway, the side piece. You do it all at once for one piece, and then that one piece is finished, and then you sew a bunch of these hexagons together to make a blanket. You can do this with squares, you can do this with bricks, and it kind of looks like a tile blanket. I wanted to do bricks, but I already had the hexagon template pieces, and like the template piece, one template piece was like $14 for the brick one, and I needed 2 pieces for it, and each one was like $14. I was like, I'm not doing that, I'm just using what I have. So I'm doing hexagon, and all this is hand sewn, as traditionally quilt as you go is traditionally hand sewn. I think it would be quite difficult to do on a machine, actually, just because of the way, maybe not for a square piece, but for a hexagon, I think that would be really difficult and frustrating to do. Kind of as difficult and frustrating to do by hand. But yeah, but as you can see, I have kind of this, well, it's kind of blurry, but I have this animal, this little forest pattern, then I have this blue with the little woodland animals on it, then I have these moths, and then I have just this plaid. I wanted that plaid in there just to break up all the animal patterns, and pretty much I got all this fabric from Fat Quarter Shop online, because I don't have a quilting shop near me. I have a shop where they will quilt your quilts for you. Basically, they have long arm services, but they don't sell fabric. So there's actually quite a few of those people around here, but they don't sell fabric, so I order everything online. Which has turned out great so far. I have 2 of these quilts I want to do. One's this baby quilt, and then another one is a normal size quilt. I haven't started on the normal size quilt yet, and there's no way I'm getting it done in the time frame that I want to get it done, because I don't work on it enough to get the regular quilt. I'm hoping I can get this baby quilt done in the time frame I want to get done. We'll see, because honestly I don't work on it as much as I should, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't work on it as much. I should be working on it a little bit every day, but I don't. For me, it's getting started doing something. Like, once I'm doing something, I can do it over and over again, but it's getting started that's hard for me. And I'm going to take a sip of a drink. So, but once I get started on it, it's fine. But yeah, I have a piece here that is all ready to be sewn. I haven't sewn it yet, as you can see from all the pins in it. And yeah, I thought I'd just sew and talk with you guys. I did stop working on it for a while because I didn't have enough of this backing fabric. I made a huge mistake and cut out pieces that were the wrong size that I can't use. I'll use it in a different project, maybe a scrap quilt. But I ran out of the backing fabric, had to order more. And as much as I love Fat Quarter Shop, because they have some lovely fabric, I love their strawberry collection of fabrics and stuff like that. But unless you pay for 2-day shipping, you ain't getting your package for a long time. Let me tell you something. They take their sweet time delivering packages, or getting, even So the delivery doesn't take so long. It's them getting your package ready that takes so long. Because the package, one of my packages, I was watching the tracking, they didn't ship until it was probably a good 3 or 4 days after I ordered. They didn't ship, which is fine, because I didn't pay for express shipping, so I shouldn't expect it to be express, but still, it took weeks to come in. Not just weeks, it was like a month before it came in. And with the backing fabric, with me ordering more, I went ahead and paid for 2-day shipping. And let me tell you something, some websites say 2-day shipping and they don't deliver. They delivered like 2 days exactly. It was here, and it came in today, and I ordered it 2 days ago, and that was fabulous. So I have the backing fabric that I need now. Now I just have to cut it all out, which I hate. I hate cutting fabric, which is funny because Quilt As You Go is a lot of cutting. And I think I need to replace the rotary wheel on my rotary cutter. I think that's what it's called, a rotary cutter? I don't know. No, that's not what it's called. The little pizza cutter thing, pizza slicer looking thing that you use to cut fabric with. Can't remember what it's called. It probably is a rotary cutter. But I think it's a little dull because every time I cut fabric, it doesn't cut cleanly. It leaves little slices unsliced. So yeah, I think I need to replace that. Also, I don't know if you can hear, but the wind has been absolutely crazy today. Yesterday, a storm came in and it knocked our internet out, and so we've been without internet all day long. It just came back not too long ago, actually, and I was very happy about that because I'm not only am I chronically ill, I'm chronically online. I'm trying to be less so these last few days. Well, not just the last few days, but I've been trying to be less so, and so I'm in the crafting trailer a lot. And the crafting trailer does not get good internet service anyway, so it's really good for crafting, so I'm not distracted by my computer and video games and whatever else. So yeah, excuse me. But yeah, so I like to come out here and work on my quilt. It's also, I've got a table here. So the crafting trailer is a full trailer. It's got this bedroom that I craft in. It's got a bathroom. It's got a functioning kitchen that we don't really use because it's kind of dirty from the previous owners and I need to clean it. But we've got a kitchen, and then we have a little like a table for the kitchen area, and I use it to hold all my fabric and to cut with because the main house doesn't really have a space where I could do that in, so it's better to do it out here. So yeah, this actually turned out really great for me. We basically use this crafting trailer to sleep in, and then I do crafts. My fiance actually stays in the main house most of the time because both our main computers, like we have bricks of like heavy duty gaming computers that we keep up in the loft area of the house, of his parents' house that we stay in. And let me tell you something, it gets boiling hot up there because the loft has no air conditioning in it. The rest of the house has window units, and the loft has nothing. So, I don't know what's happening to my voice. Of course it happens when I'm recording. But it doesn't have any sort of air conditioning, and so it gets boiling hot, so I'll be sitting there trying to play D&D and absolutely sweating, and I'm kind of get delirious from the heat a little bit. Like, by the time we're done, I'm like dying to get out of there. So the crafting trailer actually has become my main hangout place now that it is spring. Although it is rather chilly. It's been chilly the last day or two because, again, a storm came in. We needed the rain, though, because it was starting to get a little crunchy. The grass and stuff was starting to get a little crunchy and dry and stuff like that. So we live in Arizona, so that's not unheard of. We actually live in the north part of Arizona. We do see snow sometimes, actually. I say that as if I've lived here forever. I've only been living here since October. I moved from Virginia, and so far it's been great, except for the wind. The wind is impossible up here. Nearly get blown away, basically. So, that's fun. But yeah, I don't mind living up here. I do kind of miss the forest because while we live in the mountains, we don't live near a forest. I mean, we kind of do. There's this town over from us, I think about 20 or 30 minutes over from us, that's basically all forest. It's like a big camping slash cabin place. Actually, the first time I visited my fiance, we stayed in a cabin up there, so that was fun. So yeah. I am visiting home probably December, hopefully, if we're still standing by then. But yeah, I don't know if we'll be driving home or taking an airplane. Honestly, I'd rather drive there, but it's like a 2 or 3 day drive. So if we do that, that means less time I'll be spending with them. But honestly, flying, the act of flying doesn't scare me. It's everything that has to do with flying, like getting to your airplane in time. Now ice is in there, so it's like I don't want to do that anymore. Also, my fiance doesn't have his real ID, so he can't fly anyway right now, and he needs to get his real ID. But yeah, he's a grown man, and I'm not going to nag him about it. So, he knows what he has to do. But yeah, I got my real ID, and it was actually kind of difficult to get because we have a P.O. box instead of a home address for mailing purposes. And it messes because you have to have proof of residency. You have to have 2 proofs of residency. And everything is sent to the P.O. box, so it's kind of hard to find proof of residency when everything you have is sent to a P.O. box. And we're not, that's the thing though, everyone around here has a P.O. box, so I don't know how people are getting their residency. I don't know. But it's quite difficult, I think. And, yeah, I don't know. He's got to find that second proof of residency, because he has one. Because Arizona has a thing where you can just say that you live you sign a piece of paper saying that you live somewhere. And they take that as proof of residency, but you also have to have an additional proof of residency. I don't know. It's a bit insane, really. And it's only going to get harder, I do believe, to get your ID. I told my fiance I never want to move states again because it has been I am extremely blessed to have insurance. But my insurance is tied to the state. So if I move, I essentially have to reapply. Well, not totally reapply for one, but I have to go through a process where I state that I've moved, so I'm no longer covered in the state that I moved from. And then I have to get coverage in the state that I'm moving to, and you can't do that until you actually move. So you don't know, you move and you don't know if you're going to get this insurance or not until you actually move, which is insane to me. But yeah, so there was a while there where I wasn't sure if I was going to have insurance anymore. And I would have had to move back to the state I used to live in just for insurance, which would have been a bummer. But luckily after a lot of phone calls and hardships and stuff like that, I was able to get insurance, and it covers it. I don't have dental and I don't have eye anymore. In Virginia I had dental and eye. In Arizona I don't have either. So that's a bit of a bummer. I have an eye appointment this month. It's April 1st, by the way. This month. So I have to pay out of pocket for that. And then I have to pay out of pocket for the glasses, which is not too bad. I have to pay out of pocket anyway for glasses because I order my glasses online. And it's vastly cheaper, even with insurance covering some of the glasses costs. Because I think my last glasses I had were just from the store, the optician's place, and it cost me like $70 or $80 in addition to what I think the insurance paid like $100 on it, and then they were like, you have to pay this and this. I was like, oh man. So I just get my glasses online from like Zenni. I don't do I buy direct because they overprice their stuff for not very pretty glasses. I like the next glasses I'm getting are red cat's eye glasses. So that's going to be fun. I like the retro look that they give. I like statement piece glasses normally. The last glasses I had were round, and I really loved them. They just didn't suit I have a very round face, as you can see. And it just didn't suit me. I don't know if it was the size of them or if it's just round doesn't suit me at all. But it didn't, as much as I loved the unique look, it didn't flatter my facial shape as much as I would like. So I want to try cat's eyes glasses. I saw one woman, I went to the doctor's, and one of the nurses had heart-shaped glasses. And I was like, ooh. I may get some of them because they're pretty cheap, even with, they'll do your prescription. So even with prescriptions, it's only like $30 or $40 for a glass, unless you need specialty prescriptions. In which case I think they don't do that. I think you need to go through an optometrist to do that. Yeah, I don't need specialty glasses. I just have normal wear and tear on my eyes from staring at a screen all day long, basically. So yeah, no bifocals yet. That may change because I do have diabetes, so my eyesight may change as I get older. Because I don't know, I don't really manage my A1C is at a good place. It's like at 5 or 6, and my blood sugar stays okay. So, I mean, unless I eat something really sugary, which hurts my stomach, so I don't do anyway. I did buy a candy bar earlier today, though, so that's going to spike my blood sugar for sure. But yeah, This is life though, when I have type 2 diabetes. That's where your sugar tends to be high. And that's mine. Although mine sometimes does get low and I start feeling bad. I've had that happen before. And I also have heart troubles. So when my blood sugar gets low and my heart starts beating fast, it's a bad recipe and I nearly faint. I've never fainted fully before. The only reason why I know what fully fainting feels like is because I did a tilt table test. And they do give you medicine to make you full on faint. And it is a terrifying experience. And I never want to do that again. And yeah, it was to test to see if I have POTS. And they said that I don't. So they don't know what I have. So yeah, I just have heart problems. Is the problem. So also one of the reasons why I don't drive is because I have so many health problems that make me feel so bad and I can't concentrate. So it's a good idea for me not to be on the road. Plus I just don't want to have that responsibility on me. Everybody's like, to be an adult you must drive, and I'm like, no, there are plenty of people who don't drive who are more adults than people who are out on the road and should not be. Those people are the childish ones, really, because you have to be pretty mature to be like, you know, I'm not capable of doing this. I should not be doing this. It is dangerous if I do this. So yeah, I think I'm the more mature one. And just like that, we have finished the hexagon, and it took me 22 minutes. Huzzah! She's all finished. Look at that. Look at the moths. All my hexagons turn out a little janky shape-wise, but that's okay. That's just the homemade look. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And just me yapping and sewing for 22 minutes. I hope you have a great day, afternoon, evening, whatever it is for you when you're watching this. And I hope you sew a lot this year. If you sew. Whatever crafts you do, I hope you do a lot this year. And I wish you a happy April. Bye!